in the Australian, so now they might be considering to protect themselves. So right there, if I look at the intraday and the Aussie, I do have a sell signal. This sell signal is not a trend change, yet it is still a bona fide signal, because for the last, from December, the 31st of December, which is, it has put in the high at 102.55, it has been moving sideways. It made an attempt back to test it at the 118 structure level. It has failed, and now it is 50 pips below the 118. So this makes our trading decision for the Aussie. As far as I'm concerned, I think somebody was asking about the Aussie. As far as I'm concerned right now, if I am long the Aussie, I would be looking to take my profits right there, and I will be buying the Australian again above the 118. That's why it is easier for us now, because I have a structure point of 1018, which is a structure point, and we closed the week at 1.01358, so it's about 50 pips away. This is going to be, I'll show you on the intraday. You'll see that the structure is quite clear on the intraday. That is, right here is your structure point. That will be our buying point. So this means it has to come above this two momentum highs, and it has to hold right there. So we're using this as our reference point. So we are going to be buyers of the Aussie right there, and we're going to place our stop right below our reference point. So this is going to be our stop. So that distance between those two, this is going to be our risk on the trade, and we are going to short it right here below this momentum low right there. This is going to be our short right there, and I'm going to place my stop on the short right above this momentum low. So this is my short stop, this is my long stop, and I am looking now for a profit taking or a long liquidation decline in the Aussie. And this is easy, guys. Again, the trend is still up, nothing has changed. This thing is going to continue up. I mean, so far it is strong. All what I have is a sell signal now, which is an indication of a long liquidation. That's all what it is. Okay, so, and my structure long to the upside is the 118. My structure short is the 98.45. It is as is. If I'm going to go long above the 118, my stop is below 1.016. That is my long stop. If I'm going to go short, I'm going to go short below the 100, the 101. So this is my short point. Now the guy, I don't know who has the Australian that was asking me about it. You don't, all what I would suggest to you right now is, if you're long on the Aussie, and as you said you have, okay Andreas, what I would suggest to you is, you don't want it to go below this point, so you stay with it. Okay, God bless, well done. Okay, all what I'm suggesting to you, Andreas, is if it gets below here, start taking your profits. If it comes down and it holds, this until this point you don't want to break it, or you don't want to close the trade. But if it gets below the 101, then that's the time you take your profits and get out of the trade. Okay? And since you are that, we're going to give you and there's another one, we do this one too. All right. God bless. God bless. Okay. God bless. Okay. Now, so that is the Australian dollar. Our structure points are still the same, and if we go short below the 101, our stop on the short stop is 101.13. So our short stop is 1.0136. Okay, so that is the Aussie dollar. We're going to go long above the 1.0118. The 1.0118 is also the structural long, so that's going to be a very powerful signal. If it does go above that, it should be flying. If we do buy it above there, we're going to put our stop below 1.016, so you're risking about 20-25 pips on that trade. Our short point is we're going to go short below 1.011, and our structure short, it's an extremely strong, powerful structure point, which is the 98.45, and we're risking on that about 50 pips on the downside because it's going to be a big move. The short our short stop is going to be the 101.13, and so that is the Aussie dollar.